Okay, now in order to upload the results to the S3, I have changed the code a little. But before that, I am running the test in a different way uh, with kind of like writing the configuration file because it will help us to run the multiple commands simultaneously, just like the Docker Compose, rather than writing the simple command step by step. We will like kind of like create a file and then we will write multiple files. So I have written this file. So this file is already there in their official documentation. So I have picked up this code and for the reporter, in order to get the report, I have used this code. So this is the file where from this library I am picking up these two functions and out and with the help of those I'm going to create some this basically this object. So this is the test directory, like which directory should this file run on this test folder. So this is the test folder, so this file will get ran on this particular file, and this is the basic their predefined code, like run in parallel. So this code is not that heavy. Otherwise, if the code is heavy, then in order to run the code, run this test as fast as possible, it will run in parallel. Similarly, these are some optimizations for the environment, like local environment, all the CI environment. So with respect to that, this is written like fail the build on CI if you accidentally left test.only source code. Like this file should not be there in our CI environment. If it is in a local, it's fine. Then retry, like if there is any failure, then this is the retry that we have written for the CI environment. This environment will get filled up automatically by the GitHub Actions. And this is similarly like how many workers we want. So in local machine, we don't define any workers, how much amount of workers we are going to use, how many workers, but in the CI environment, we are setting it to one. And now this is the reporter part. So I'm going to generate the reports in JSON format. An output file will be stored in this particular folder, this folder. Then this is the basic construction that they have given, like go to this URL, and if there are any failures, then retry it. And if you wanted to get the traces, then on the first retry of the failure, it will get the traces. Similarly, we're going to use some browser kind of like browser configurations. So for that, we have given here desktop Chrome, and this code is specifically for to run this file in the local environment. So in my local environment, it is working perfectly fine. So now we're going to run it in the CI/CD pipeline of the GitHub Actions. So this is the file. So on the main branch, I'm going to go this with the push. I'm going to use the Ubuntu server with this version. I'm going to check out to my code. Then I'm going to use the dependencies, required dependencies. Similarly, I'm going to use the AWS CLI, install the AWS CLI. Then I'm going to configure it with these credentials that I have set up over here. So that's that. And then I'm going to start the server and then I'm going to test it. So this line will handle like the default execution is like if the everything is success, then GitHub pipeline will go to the next stages. But if there are any failures, the GitHub pipeline won't work in that scenario. And we have like both of the scenario, failure and success. So that's why in case of failure, it should also generate this file, and I'm going to upload this file to my uh, account, to my S3 bucket. So let's check the changes. So now I'm going to look for this code itself in the test file with exclamation. So it will be success scenario. So let's check. Okay. So as of now, I have one, two, three, four files, and with this, there should be five files over there. These are the previous versions because I was trying before. This is the bucket that I have created and I have linked that to my code. This is the line. Okay, now it's uploading. Everything is done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there should be 5 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the latest file, 1342. Now we have 1342 over here. So this was the success scenario. So let's search for status. Okay. Okay, the status is passed, and it is expected. Okay, now let's make some changes to our code so that it will fail. Now it's configuring my AWS account with the credentials that I have provided. It's running the server. Now this should fail. Yes, as expected. This has failed, but the pipeline is running. And if we go over here, 145, 44. Okay, now if we go over here, now as we can see, the status is failed, and it is unexpected. So this code is handling both the scenarios, success and failure, and the pipeline is getting executed. Yeah.